Many people have been asking about kind of a walkthrough around and into the cabin to get started, so that's what we're doing. This is the backside. We have kitchen and the upstairs that you'll see when we go in. Let me come around here through the woods. Don't mind all the crunching. And I'm sorry if it's rocky. I don't have a gimbal on me today, so bear with me. But, so I've been down here. You can kind of see there's a boarded up window. That's right there. Oop. Then a door underneath here. And that's, again, the kitchen. And as we come along, there is, I'll try to get a picture from the inside for you, or a view of it. A very pretty leaded glass. It has a, basically, you know, flower. The flower is pink, it has green. It has kind of a orangey around it and then clear at the bottom. Of course, being outside, you can't really tell. This is the dining room on the inside, and another inside, you'll see it has the bathroom, or not the bathroom, but the tub, which is not in the bathtub, or I can't talk today, which is not in the bathroom at the moment. Let me show you. We have creatures that live under here. I'll save it for a different video, but you can let your imagination go wild. So right here and right here, they barely fit coming out. They did scare the bejesus out of me the other day. It was right as we were doing our walkthrough for closing. So I did get to have an up close and personal meeting with what lives underneath the cabin. Oh, let me show you. There are 3 of the leaded windows. Here is another one. That one is about to fall in on itself. And again, we have not been in that room, if you've seen my other little short. The previous owner said that it just needs to be torn down. We're kind of taking him on his word, since that stick is actually a log, a very long log, and it has poked a hole through the roof. But while we're zoomed in here, I'll show you from the inside, but daylight comes through right here. And this is on the inside where the water is coming in, that whole section there. So basically from the window over needs to go, if not the whole triangle part 2, it needs to just be completely redone. The triangle part here actually leans towards me right now. It is not straight up and down like the rest of the log cabin part. So, let me continue around. It does have a really, really cool fireplace. And for those of you that do keep asking, why haven't we shown the other side of the fireplace? Again, it is nailed shut. We have not been in that room. But from me peeking around, I think the wood right here, the plywood that's there, goes all the way across, and I think the chimney is actually boarded up completely. So I don't think you can see it from the inside. So if we do end up tearing off that room, we'll be able to access it then. Maybe it will become a neat kind of a outdoor fire pit. So let me continue around so you can get a good look at the place. Again, I'm sorry that it's all bumpy. And I'm going off-roading here, so here we go. And yes, we already have a boat parked here. Imagine that. If you know my husband's other channel, Exploring with Nug, we have a few boats that we have to deal with. And this area under here, this straight ahead, this is all enclosed inside. So again, we haven't been in there. We have no clue what's down in the cellar. It is nailed shut, well, screwed shut. And then this looks, if I can get some light in there, there's a satellite dish. I guess it's kind of like it was their junk room. Lots of bamboo is taken over. I think they had goats maybe, or chickens. And this back here, that had been the blacksmith's cabin, and a tree fell through it. We're going to see what we can do to salvage it. We don't know if we can on that one. But let me come around here for you so you can see the front side of the house. And there are some scurry marks, which do not look like the animal that we saw on the other side. So who knows what all has taken up residence here. So here we are at the rest of the front. A lot of people thought this was a separate barn. They didn't realize that the two pieces were connected. And the stoneworking here is just really beautiful. It is all local rocks, except for someone filled in a gap with a red brick, because it matches so well. And if you see that lock, we have not been in that part either. That's where the kitchen is, I guess the cellar. But look at the beautiful door. I didn't realize until I was doing this walk around right now that the door is black and red. Kind of cool. And another one of those beautiful windows. And look how old this lock is. Isn't it neat? Oh, very Alice in Wonderland. So that is it. That is the tour of the place. It definitely needs a lot of love, but I think we can save it. And, while I'm right here, do you see the railroad ties? I think that had been maybe the supports for the porch that had been here. But that's it. We will let you know as we start opening doors and figuring out what's where, and as we start fixing up the place. So follow along. All right. Well, you've seen the outside. Now let's do the walk through the inside. I'm sure you can hear the highway noise too. So there we go. This is what we think is the main room of the cabin. And then this, which was used as the dining room, it looks like, became the second add-on. Any guesses what that is? All right. Down here is that door down to the cellar or under area. We don't know if it's truly a cellar yet. It is screwed shut. The kitchen. And back here is a window that was boarded up along with the door. If you remember the awning that was outside that had fallen down, that's covering it. So now let's go upstairs. And for those of you wondering, yes, it does have power. Let's see if I can get, I'm not used to these light switches. It's like you push and turn, or you turn, or they turned our power off. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, we put it in our name. So there is lighting in here. Cool old chimney stove that goes all the way up. Things were left in here that are really neat. So we'll go into those another day. We still have not gone on these two rooms. We might do that later today. These stairs, which are surprisingly stable, minus this 1 second board here is a bit squishy. And of course we forget. So here's the upstairs. Anyone want a gothic looking chandelier? Okay. And that's the worst of the water damage in this section. And you can see some of the moisture came through and does soak through to the underneath side. And that window is not all the way shut. Let's see if I can do this without blinding you guys with the light. But you can kind of see it bows out a little. And some of the panes. Oh, let's see if I can get them. We have, luckily, it looks like no one's home in the wasp nest here. And there we go. This little door right here, this is the crazy electrical box. Some very old school wiring going on. And no, I do not do electricity. We will have a specialist coming out for that. The part on the outside where the leak is right at that corner. So of course you can see outside, that's daylight right there. But look at the cool tub. The claw feet are on the ground right here. I cannot wait to restore that. RVs do not have bathtubs. There is some really disgusting black mold. No, I do not spend a lot of time in here yet. That's one of the first things to go. Then, I guess this was one of the bedrooms. And again, you've seen this from the outside where the porch is missing. But look at the, let's see if I can get the lighting just right for you guys. Oh, I might have to do this a different day. You can kind of make out the neat, it is glass, actual glass with the keyhole. Like, oh, there we go. That goes straight outside. It reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. But they did leave the dressers, the one that was in the other room and this one, they do match. And a very open concept bathroom with 2 toilet lids. One on the ground, one attached. I don't know. And that beautiful window. See if I can get an angle of it so you can get the colors of it. You can kind of see the colors of the flowers. Unfortunately, it being so dark in here doesn't help. There we go. Oh, and the boards up here, let's see if you can, are all very loose. Like this one right here. You know, it makes you feel really good walking on it. All right. But besides for the really funky mold, ugh, and creaky floors, and this whole wall from about here over will have to go too. It's really not in bad shape. You would think it would be in way worse shape. I mean, no one's lived here since 2006, they said. Ceiling fan. Oh, and there is the light switch for up here. Oh, and they do work up here too. The one in the dining room doesn't work. And if you've ever felt like old school where you feel the connecting of the circuits on the inside of the switch with a big click, that is what we have here. So upstairs are the clicking type, and downstairs are the circular knobs that you twist. So let's go downstairs and have me not step on that one loose board. There we go. Because doesn't everyone want to see me fall down the stairs? Not so gracefully. But that is it. Oh, and if you're wondering where the water damage is coming through this way, there we go. And that's the worst of it. But if you look at the walls up close, they're still in really, really good shape. The original parts of the cabin, the upstairs need some help. But the walls are so beautiful. And I don't know if there was a reason they covered up the wood cabin log part and put wood boards on top. Because you can see, let's see if I can get an angle. There we go. They're still behind there. and they still look in good shape. So I think it was more for insulation maybe, because it's just on the outside walls. And one last little bit while I'm in here. The porch that has no steps. That railing is a goner. They're all really goners. But there we go. And there's the family metal detecting already. What a shock, huh? All right, that's the tour of the place. I'll do more detailed about each room, probably in some shorts, so be looking for those. And as we go into each room and this under compartment, we will post videos of that too. So thanks for joining us. Bye.